So yesterday, when I'd kind of showed you the game room, if you actually watched that video, you'll know I said I was going to play some Killer Instinct or some Mortal Kombat. So I thought I'd do a video on Killer Instinct today. As you'll know, the game room has moved, so it's the old tripod and camera facing the TV, I'm afraid. So I'm going to bang it on the easiest mode, which unfortunately means that you don't get to fight the final boss, but it just makes it a bit easier for me to talk while I'm playing. So my favourite character was Combo back in the day. This game is basically a port of an arcade game. The game was originally going to be released on the Nintendo 64, and they decided that the Nintendo 64 didn't have enough power to do the game justice, the arcade game, so instead what they did was released a Super Nintendo version, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. There is also Killer Instinct Gold on the Nintendo 64. I also own that game, but I prefer the original on the Super Nintendo. Killer Instinct was the first arcade game to have its own hard disk, and if you played the arcade version, you'll know that it had 3D backgrounds. Killer Instinct Gold on the Nintendo 64 does have 3D backgrounds. It also has this weird scaling effect that I just don't like. It just shows up the low resolution of the characters. One of the best things about Killer Instinct, although it's kind of a degraded, highly compressed, you'd say, version, but the sound is great. You know, good music. So Killer Instinct is all about silly combos. You got your special moves. So a special move like that. If I can get it, you can. Oops. Trying to get a combo on, but it keeps blocking me, little bastard. There you go, so that's a 5-hit combo. I did actually manage to pull off a ultra combo, which is, I think it's 21 hit. I started off trying to do that combo I've just done, and just somehow ended up doing a 21 hit combo. Because the thing is with Killer Instinct that say like 3 button presses can end up being a 5-hit combo. You know, it's not like there's a button press for each hit of the combo. It's kind of an automated combo system, but it looks pretty cool when it's in action. I'm actually struggling with the controller to do the moves that I want, so I'm using a Competition Pro. It's basically a Super Nintendo pad, but it looks like a Mega Drive pad, you know, with all the tacky Turbo 5 buttons and all that rubbish. And the D-pad's kind of on the piss, so struggling a bit. I do own the Super Nintendo arcade stick, the official one, which is pretty cool, but it's just a big effort to get that beast out. So when the screen turns red, that's basically similar, kind of the equivalent to finish him on Mortal Kombat. You can pull off some, I can't remember what they're called, probably brutal finishes or something like that. And there's also a humiliation move where it like makes the the other character dance like a tit. But yeah, it's 15 years or so since I can remember how to pull off all that stuff. Some of the stages also have, I don't know what you call them, kind of like the pit on the original Mortal Kombat, where, you know, if you do like an uppercut in the right place, it'll trigger a little cutscene when you kill the person, and they'll like fly off the edge of a building or something random, depends on the stage that you're playing. I really like the style of the game. I think the graphics are solid, smooth. It would be nice to see you know, like a really high resolution version of this game. But yeah, like I say, the arcade original was had 3D backgrounds, but I think the 2D style works really well. Of course, there's another game, 16-bit game that sort of is a 3D fighter with a 2D port. And that game is Virtua Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive, and this game is approximately 5 times better than that game, pretty much every way. Virtua Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive, it's a cool, it's a cool game, but just cool because it's Virtua Fighter on the Mega Drive, you know what I mean? But yeah, frame rates etc. rubbish on that game. I think this character here, I think he got, can I say axed? Can I hit you with a poorly executed pun? Yeah, he kind of got axed from Killer Instinct Gold, I think. He does look a bit shit though. But they added this other guy, what was his name? Tusk or something crap like that, and he's right bastard. He's like fucking Tarzan or something. Just can't beat him. Ooh, hit him with a nice uppercut there. Yeah, suck on that shit. Fucking prick. Yeah. I think the general consensus is that if you like Mortal Kombat, then chances are you'll like this. But then chances are if you like Mortal Kombat, you just like violent games. Of course, on the release of this game, it came with a CD, which went some way to making up for the highly compressed music compared to the arcade version. It was a nice freebie. I've also seen on eBay like a value pack where you got Killer Instinct and like a Nintendo Watch Probably cool if you're about 8, but then if you're 8 you shouldn't really be playing Killer Instinct, but I probably was when I was 8, so yeah, I'm just talking shit. But yeah, funky Nintendo watch. This guy's one of my least favourite characters, probably the least favourite. Fable-Wolf. Just a shitty fucking dog. Yeah. Counter attack, bitch. Stop being cheap. I'ma just spam your ass. Not really sure what that speed qualifier thing's all about. Spinal. This is a character, if you play as Spinal, you can be really cheap. It's usually pretty tough in the single player arcade experience on the Super Nintendo. As you can see, it's handing my fucking ass to me on a plate. Mainly because every time I go to press a button it doesn't work on this controller. Oh, I hate it when they do teleport moves and then follow it up with cheap spamming! Fuck shit ass bitch cunt. Yeah, I'm gonna continue, because there's a cunt in me. Get it? Cunt in you. Yes, there's a cunt in me. So we're gonna play as my man Combo again, and we're gonna try and hand this guy's ass to him on a plate, but he doesn't really look like he's got an ass. I'm gonna chop this motherfucker's pelvis off. Fucking I just hate it on fighting games when someone's got a fucking sword. Motherfucking cunt. Need to claw this back. Yeah. Oh, I'm still in contention just about. All it takes is a comp. Now I'm winning, and come on. Being so cheap. Oh, every time I go to try and do that combo, the buttons just don't work. So irritating. Fuck. Let's try it. Yeah. Fuck your ass up, fool. Yeah.
Full gore.
So this is the last guy that you play in arcade. I think it's always the same order in arcade mode. But if you play it on 2-star mode, you get to fight Idol. I did fight him the other day, but I just cannot hack this game with this controller. But yeah, if anyone wants to send me a official Super Nintendo controller for free, then feel free, but I doubt anyone does. one thing I haven't mentioned is on Killer Instinct you don't have the conventional rounds that you do on games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Instead you have 2 life bars, and when them life bars are replenished, that's it. Right, let's pick Spinal and try and be cheap.
Hello.
This is my last attempt at this guy. Spam this motherfucker. Yeah, suck on that shit. I'm a cheap ass motherfucker. Oh, fucking piss off, man. Oh, I can't bother to try and defeat him again. So yeah, that's Killer Instinct. Absolutely awesome fighting game for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, if you can't fit a Killer Instinct arcade cabinet in your house, then you need to check this one out.